Place where you can see unique animals right in our backyard. Project Survival's Cat Haven, located in Dunlap, promotes the conservation and preservation of wild cats. That's by educating the public through tours and outreach programs. And soon you can see these cats in the twilight hours. Here with more on a special evening event to introduce us to its newest members, we have the founder of the Cat Haven, Dale Anderson, and its president, Wendy DeBass. Welcome, guys.
Well, thank you.
Okay, first off, we cannot ignore these two cuties. Please introduce them to everyone.
They're not the elephant in the room, right?
No.
These are the cats in the room. This is what's called a caracal is their species. And the one on the floor is Luna, and the one sitting next to me is Anira. And these guys are came to us about 4 months ago. We got them when they're roughly a month old. Luna was, she was 2 months old. Oh. And they're about 15, 16 pounds, and they'll get to be somewhere in the 25-pound, 30-pound bracket when they're full grown.
Okay, so
they come from
big.
Africa and Asia, the two places you find these guys.
Awesome. And I mean, they're so cute. And you guys do this a lot with Cat Haven. Tell us just a little bit about everything that you guys do.
Sure. Well, originally we set up the Cat Haven to support conservation projects in the wild. That's what our ultimate goal is.
Yeah.
So I try to explain to people, if you're going to climb Mount Everest, you can't assault the mountain unless you have a base to operate from. So the Cat Haven becomes the base to operate from. But the mission is to try to save cats in the wild. So we have projects going on every continent that has cats. So Africa, Asia, we work with snow leopards in the Himalayas. I'm trying to get her collar undone here. There we go.
Nope, nope, nope.
And so the idea is to use the cats like this for people to be able to see and then hopefully get interested and say, wow, that's really cool. How can I help in conservation of cats? And that's the idea of what we try to do at the Cat Haven. So we do all kinds of events and things, and so our Twilight Tour is coming up here pretty soon, October 5th. People have to get tickets in advance. You have to be 16 or older.
Okay.
And buy tickets online or call us at the Cat Haven. We can take care of you there. We usually sell the event out. I think we've sold 70 tickets so far, so we're getting close.
Wow.
We usually limit to about 125 or so. So we still have tickets available. If people want to come, they can still do it, but we just get sold out as the things get closer to the time frame.
Well, I mean, if they want to see a lot of these cuties, what can they expect when they go to the Twilight Tour? What all is going to be going on?
Well, the Twilight Tour is different than our normal operation. We're open every day of the week except Tuesdays, and then winter it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and people can come up and they get a tour guide, takes them around and shows them the cats. The Twilight Tour,
see all these guys?
They get to, yeah, Pele's there, our lioness, and so they get to have a chance to walk the trail without a tour guide. We put tour guides at each occasion, so it's a more free evening to do that, and we do dinner up there. And so it's just a relaxed evening. The rest of the time you got to come up, you got to go on a tour, you got to be with people. This one gives you a little bit more freedom to do other things. So.
Are some of these cats more nocturnal? Are they going to be a little more active on this type of tour, or how does that work?
Well, all the cats are getting more active right now as the heat goes away.
Ah, that makes
it's more
sense.
Temperature related than
They're
anything
ready for
else.
fall like us.
But we do a lot of enrichment, do different things during the Twilight Tour, so the cats do fun things, so people get to see cats acting naturally, but doing things that might not be natural that they see normally going on. So, and just an example, we throw melons in the pond for the tigers to go after and do things that way, which makes it just more fun.
That is super fun. Well, kind of what sets you apart from, a regular zoo?
Well, we basically have cats in enclosures, which every place does. You can't free roam predators. That's a little difficult to do that kind of thing. But I think what sets us apart from everybody else is that we really truly look away from the organization to try to see what we can do in helping conservation of cats in the wild. And this concept 20 years ago was really not there. You would ask zoo people, why don't you give more money to conservation? Most zoos give less than 1% of their budget to conservation.
That's it?
Yeah. Oh. And so the concept of actually taking animals and using them in the sense of a good way to get people interested. I always sit there, people tell me, well, animal activist type people can sit there and say, well, you could show them TV or you can do something and see them that way. Mm-hmm. And we're doing TV like this, but it's a lot different when you see them up close and live like this.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And you can attest that, and pretty much everybody can attest to the fact that if you see them live and you see things going on that way, it just gives you a better appreciation. So then by doing that, then we say, if you're going to see them live, you like this, then help their wild cousins. And so we have projects going on, like I said, all around the world, from fishing cats in India to cheetahs and lions in Africa to snow leopards in the Himalayas. Any of those projects people can get involved in, and we can actually affect change to help save cats in the wild.
I mean, that's incredible what you guys do. Is there any way people who come to these things can kind of help give back, help you guys out with this?
Well, we're always looking for volunteers. That's a constant with the nonprofit. You're always looking for volunteers. We're always looking for donations for people, you know, so companies that have construction materials and all kinds of different things that way. It becomes very helpful to have people help us out that way. And then we do school events. We take our cats out to schools. These guys go out and do school programs. So if teachers want to book field trips or they want us to come to their school, we can do either way, that way too. And the whole part of this whole thing, again, rope circles on back to saying if we get people interested in conservation, it gets interested in the cats, then we actually can save cats in the wild.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us and bringing these two adorable sisters. It's really just incredible everything you guys are doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.